I'm able to plan and stick to the plan. So that is very important to me. So because I have 2 babies under 2 right now, and I've been on the product for about a year. So that I can definitely tell a difference as well. I used to be able to plan things out, but not follow through because different situations. I overthink. I'm always rushing, so on and so on. So for me, being able to plan and stick to the plan definitely makes everybody's life in my family a lot better. My oldest actually told me the other day that he likes the new me. So I said, what does that mean? What is the new me? Like, I'm still a hot mess. I'm like your regular. I wake up in the morning. Everybody's doesn't know where their socks are. They don't want to wear mismatched socks. I'm like, all right, guys, who cares? Just put on your socks. Out the door. So before I would have made it a big deal. I would have been like, find your socks. It's your socks, your responsibility. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of parents out there like that. It's okay. But that's how it changed for me. I know a lot of people experience it in different ways. I just like that it just made me a little bit calmer. I am still, anxious. I am still emotional. I'm human. But to have CBD sort of like in my toolbox, I would say, has definitely been a blessing. Just changed my complete way of being.
Awesome. So other than your children noticing the new you, have other people been able to see a new you, considering the length of time that you had some of the depression since you were little, and knowing different things that you've went through in life? Have other people outside of your children been able to see changes?
Definitely, especially my family members, my mom, my sister. The depression part is probably one of the biggest ones. They don't have to call and check up on me on certain dates. A lot of people used to call, especially in my family. They'd call and be like, "Oh, are you okay? How's everything doing?" Now it's, "Hey, I saw your picture on Facebook. You guys look so much like you're having so much fun." It's not like the worriedness is not there anymore. They're not worried. Another big thing is we come from a big, loud family. We're Brazilian and Italian. I was always the one to start fights and fight with everybody, and it had to be my way or the highway. And that's another thing. So a lot of people now, they're like, they tell me something because they expect me to blow up or say something. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so calm? And that's one way I've been able to get my family members on product. Because I'm like, you guys, it's not, you don't have to blow up at everything. And they're like, are you okay? So it's definitely a change. Everybody sees it around me, friends, family. And it's like a walking testimonial because I've been able to help a lot of friends and family as well.
Awesome. So other than the things that we've talked about, is there anything else that was going on with you that you started to see results with? It showed that you had hair loss at one time, and some different things that you weren't sure what was going on with your body prior to starting on CBD. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I do have alopecia areata. It is an autoimmune deficiency and makes your hair kind of fall out in clumps. It leaves a complete circle on your scalp. And at first I didn't even, how do I explain? I didn't even expect it to help me in that area because I was looking for pain relief or anxiety relief. But I did notice probably about 4 months into it, I would say, that my hair was so healthy. So yes, I still do get spots, not as big and not as often, but I believe that that has helped me in that area as well. I think after pregnancy, your body just goes through shock. Everything changes a little bit. Your skin, your hair. And for me, I didn't really expect the CBD to help me in that aspect. I think it's because I was not well educated in what all CBD can do. But yeah, it definitely helped me.
So has it helped the spots in the hair growth, or was it really healthy? Did it start to come back in those places?
It did. So my usual routine is to go to a dermatologist, and they're kind of some cortisone and steroid shots in that area, and the hair would grow back. I haven't had any shots in the last year, and the spots have come, like I said, not as big and not as often, but the hair grows back. Wow. So I think that's an awesome, if you want to call it a side effect. I'll take that side effect any day. But like I said, I wasn't educated, so I believe that it did definitely help in that aspect, just because I know my body and I've had alopecia for 17 years and nothing has helped. Absolutely nothing. I've tried everything. Anything on the market that you can name, I've tried. I've tried switching my diet, healthier lifestyle, and it never affected it other than going to the dermatologist and getting the shots. So I think it's the CBD. So I'm definitely grateful for that as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Not real familiar with that specifically, but I'm excited about digging into that a little bit deeper, possibly in another session. So if you had one thing to leave our listeners with, Jess, just about your journey or about life as it is, kids not being able to find the other sock, children waking up in the middle of the night. You definitely have a busy life, 1, 2, 11, and 15. And I know your son's in theater, I believe you told me, and he's strongly involved in acting and performing with practices 7 days a week. If you could leave our listeners with one thing, what would it be?
That's tough. I would say it's okay. So it's okay to be you. It's okay to be crazy. It's okay to run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Find what works for you. So trying CBD was definitely a leap of faith for me. Not only was I not educated, but for me, I had the stigma like everybody else has. It's weed. It's going to get me high. But for me, I was tired of taking over the counter. I was spending money, so much money on heating pads and shampoos and teas and this and that. I took that leap of faith and it has completely changed my life. So if you're going to try something that is good for you, that is all natural, that is organic, try CBD. I always tell people, you have nothing to lose but the pain. And that is probably one of the best things. Living in pain every day, for me, it wasn't every day. It was kind of monthly. But I know people that have taken it and it's changed their life, because living in pain will give you other things, anxiety, depression. So if I had to say to everybody that is out there just listening and kind of relating, take that leap of faith. Do it. You only have one life. Try it out. And that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome, Jess. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. It's been a pleasure. Love to hear your story. It's definitely an inspiration to all of us busy moms out there. Jess, if any of our listeners wanted to get a hold of you, do you have contact information?
I do. You guys can email me. It is JESSMILAGRE at gmail.com. Or you guys can find me on Facebook under Jessica Milagre, MILAGRE. And that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Jess, for chatting with us again, and we hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. Listeners, tune in for our next session. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you next week.